Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Stockport. If you're enjoying the series, do drop a like on the video, that would be fantastic. Now, I always show Bruno Bridges when we start these, and I've got no one else to show, so I decided to show Ashley Conway this time. We're retraining him a bit deeper as a deep line playmaker. He's going to get there very slowly, but he does have the potential, and he is improving very, very nicely. And of course, on that same note, there's also Paul Waldron, who's now a 2-star ability within this team. Our youngsters are improving very, very well. I know he's got the unambitious personality, which could be a slight problem for him later down the line, but it might keep him here, I suppose, but it means he might not work quite as hard. But I really wanted to show you Bruno Bridges yet again, because he's now at 2-star ability on that wing, but most importantly, I might have showed you this before, I don't know, he declared for Portugal, which isn't hugely surprising, to be honest. But it's the fact that, as you might have seen, he got called up to the Portuguese under-21 squad. Not under-19s, not under-18s, under-21. I couldn't bloody believe it. It came in an international break not that long ago. He's got a cap for the Portuguese under-21s, whilst being 18 and playing for Stockport County in the 6th tier of English football. It does make me wonder if the scouts, because they're obviously a lot better, can see something in this guy that makes them think he is going to be phenomenal. So maybe that potential ability, this guy could actually be the sort of player that could come up with the leagues with us to a certain point. So I think there's going to be a bright, bright future for Bruno Bridges Pontes. While we're on the topic of old Bruno here, nice to see Bridges building nicely. His crossing attribute is going up, which seems accurate for someone called Bridges. You're damn right it is. I love the bridge puns. I love you. I love you too, Kevin. We all love you. That sounded a bit culty, didn't it? I find it ironic that a 6'4", 14-stone centre-back is called Tim Schmoll. Hey, he's a very small boy, alright? Just make everyone in your starting 11 over 6 foot. You can bully and intimidate the opponents. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, but then I feel like it's basically like when you were in like year 7 and you play football against the year 11s, and I don't want the other teams in the leagues to feel like that. That was never nice, particularly when you took a mitre ball in the face. So we've had some games off camera, as you know, and we've got the big one against Darlington today, and we've also had a youth intake. It's actually happened. It happened on the 1st of March. I was expecting it later, so we'll talk about what's gone on with that as well. Don't worry, I took a screenshot. First up, we played against Spennymoor Town, the team who played the strikerless system against us earlier this year. They didn't feel like doing that again, despite the fact that it got them a point. They actually played a 4-4-2 against us this time, and were pretty dreadful, really. They held on for quite a while, though, before Noel and Bo, who else, gave us a slender lead in this game, which we were able to hold on to, and I was glad, because when you lose a game like the one against Boston, teams, sometimes the morale can drop, and it did. But this one was getting straight back to winning ways here. Only a 1-0 win, but we played well enough and deserved the result. Next up, we travelled away to 5th place and playoff contending Brackley Town, who were right up there at one point in this season. But when we got into the game, it said, you know, you can look at that, oh, we're this in the form table and they're that. They were like 19th in the form table. They were like relegation form, and the first half performance suggested that that was exactly what was going to be the case. We were 4-0 up at half-time. Goal for Darren Stevenson, 2 for Mbo, 1 from the penalty spot, of course, and 1 for Enrico Souza. 4-0 up at half-time and cruising. And then in the second half, they got their first shot of the game from Kalambai, which was just a a free kick whipped in. He got to the back post and scored. But then they scored 2 more goals late on, both from set pieces, which is a bit concerning, but still, and nearly had a chance late on to get an equaliser. If we'd have thrown this away from being 4-0 up, I would have gone round to each player in our squad with Nature Valley bars, opened their beds, crumpled them up and just left it and waited, and they'd have to clean that shit up. Next up, we had a pretty winnable game at home to relegation-threatened Ashton United. A goal for Enrico Souza and a goal for, well, Darren Stevenson, obviously. They actually alternated goals and assists in this game, so Souza's certainly getting on the act. But then, 25 minutes into the game, Noel and Bo twisted his ankle. 3 to 4 weeks he's going to be out. And I'm a bit worried that the run-in might be a bit more complicated if we don't have good old Mbo up top, because it does change our tactics a little bit. But we still play fantastically in this game. Could have had more. And also with the rivals dropping points in these fixtures too, it really did help. And last up, we played against Chester away. And this one was a bit of a tighter one. We weren't amazing in this game. Took us to the second half to really get going. And Niall Bell just could not seem to do a job for us up front. He was really poor. Frank Mulhern came on and did a little bit better. They took the lead through Finlay Sinclair Smith, a very posh name, if I do say so myself, heading the ball towards the goal, but Hinchliffe just sort of punched it into his own side netting, so that was about as useful as a hedgehog in a condom factory. But thankfully, 5 minutes later, Warburton put a ball in, and DeMeo volleyed it like a daisy cutter along the floor into the bottom corner. He's not scored for a while, I don't think, to level things up. And then Ashley Palmer, we got a throw-in one here, which was fantastic. The ball was sort of thrown in by Jack Payne, flicked onto Palmer, who had a shot which was saved. It rebounded to Schmoll, who squared it to Palmer. He had another go, and there we go, 2-1. A great result again. And all of that puts us in prime position to go up. We confirmed our playoff spot. Not that that's a huge surprise. We're 23 points clear of that now with 6 matches to spare. And we also have a 7-point lead at the top of the league now. I thought at one point against Chester that it was about to get tight. But unfortunately, or thankfully anyway, Darlington and Blythe did drop some points. But they are starting to look good again. So it could still go either way. But I think we're in a really good position now. However, if we were to lose at home to Darlington today, they'd still only be 4 points behind us with 5 games to go. And we still have to play both Hereford and Blythe Spartans in our final 6 matches. So, I mean, literally, half of the games we've got left are against the 3 sides that are directly below us in the league. So we've got a good position, but this could all seriously change. Right, youth intake. Now, you should be seeing it on your screen as I'm going to talk about this, but basically, it's not good. I was really disappointed, actually. I thought we'd at least get a player that had sort of 5-star potential, because that doesn't mean a lot at this level. But the fact that we didn't even get that really disappointed me, considering we boosted our youth recruitment. So the first one was Jamie Douglas, who apparently his potential seems like it's gone down even more here. Sort of left-sided player. That's about all I can really say about him. We also have Ash Walker, who's a centre-back, who can't head the ball. So that's good. But he is actually really quite quick for a centre-back who's 16 years old. 12 acceleration and, well, only 7 pace, but he's very quick off the mark. And lastly, there's Billy McKinney, who's a midfielder. He's got 12 passing. So, Darlington, their form is inconsistent. Ours is strong. We had that dip against Boston United, but we have at least come back with a few wins now. Still only 4 defeats in 36. You can't ask for much more than that, really, can you? And the thing is, a lot of the defeats we've had, Southport, I thought we were the better side and should have won. Boston United, I thought we were the better side and should have won. Altrincham was a bit on the fence, and Kidderminster was the one that we definitely should have lost and did. We've been unlucky in that. We could have had a few more points, and some of the draws, we honestly could be further clear if I'd made this tactical season. But ifs and buts and all that, if we weren't rubbish, we'd be better. That's just, you know, good advice there. So, some changes are going to be needed here because DeMeo picked up a yellow card and he's going to miss 2 games now. And Butterfield is on international duty with Bermuda, so we're probably never going to see him again. Thankfully, Souza is back, so he can come back into that position. DeMeo, who do we bring into this position? I guess it's going to have to be Luke Gutteridge as well. And then, of course, Turnbull can come in here. So it's not too bad. We've actually got options for once. And the backline will remain the same. See, what I've just done there is accidentally clear the entire team selection because I am an idiot. I legit can't remember which side Schmoll and Palmer were on. So hopefully that was it. Schmoll and Palmer rather than Palmer and Schmoll. One of them sounds like an 80s folk band and the other one sounds like a cosmetics company. On the bench, we're going to go with Ormerson, Bruno Bridges to celebrate his first cap for the Portuguese under-21s. Still can't believe that. Warburton, Mulhern, and of course, Jordan Keane. I'm a real fan of Luke Guttridge's face pack picture. It looks like he's just slammed his nuts in a car door. Hopefully, we can slam Darlington's nuts in our car door. Or the bus, presumably. Big doors. Going to mark up Egan and just kind of go from there. The thing about this game is because we've got the 7-point gap, it doesn't really matter if we were to lose. Like, it's not the end of the world. It's the beginning, potentially. Like, it's the part in Armageddon where they just find the asteroid. We've not sent Bruce Willis up on it yet. We're still just trying to plan that out. Right, let's go. I've added this in here as well, just so we can keep an eye on the other games around us, because it's quite important, I think. Who are they even playing today? Blythe are away at Telford, and Darlington are playing us, Matt. Darlington are playing us. Right, a draw would be phenomenal. I would even take that. Even though we are at home. Oh, my lord. Jack Egan is injured. Telford are beating Blythe Spartans. Amari Morgan-Smith has scored, so that's good for us. What's not good for us, or the fans in the stadium, is there's not been a shot in the first 18 minutes. Duxbury's free kick, though, right on the edge of the box. It's in the back of the net. Scott Duxbury. Right, I have a chant for you guys. Now, I would try and sing this, but 2 reasons. That would be embarrassing. Reason number 2, you don't want to hear that. But without even being told what song this was, I give you Andy Sheriff's masterpiece, an ode to Scott Duxbury. It was 20 years ago today that Scotty Duxbury taught the band to play. They've been going in and out of style, but guaranteed to raise a smile. So may I introduce you, the act you've known all these years, Scotty Duxbury's Marching Brass Club Band. Yes. Take it away, boys. Oh, my God. I can't believe Scotty Duxbury, he's got so many free kicks this year. I feel like I'm a bit hyper today. I'm just in a really good mood. Scotty Duxbury bends that around the wall like a chipped goal. Wonderful from Scott Duxbury. And he celebrates with his brass band loving fans. Right, 1-0 up, early doors. This is exactly what we needed. It's the only shot on target of the entire game so far. But if we win this, I think promotion... If things stay as they are, if we go 10 points clear with 5 matches to go, I think promotion is not in the bag, but it's certainly getting very close to it. Jack Payne blocked, and Niall Bell on the rebound after 26 minutes. We're 2-0 up. We're not playing well at all, but neither is the goalkeeper, so that's fine. Niall Bell has at least done something in this match, and things are looking very, very good for Stockport. Payne... They just allow him to get to the edge of the box and strike it, but the goalkeeper should do much better. Bell gets in there. Their kit makes them look like a load of burglars. Everything's going brilliantly. Nicholson, admittedly, Darlington have probably lost their best player in Egan. Doesn't matter, though. Ine gets through, and Wow. Hinchcliffe has done that 3 or 4 times in the off-camera games as well, just getting into those positions and making the save when he's been called upon. Uh-oh, Ashley Palmer is injured. He has a bruised thigh. He can play through, but I actually don't really want him to, because we are 2-0 up, and we can afford to put Jordan Keane on. I just don't want to risk him doing something. He can sit on the bench with his magic hat. He'll be fine. I've literally only just noticed this. Telford United 4, Blythe Spartans 0. What are they doing? They actually announced the 4th goal before the 3rd one. So Telford have found a way to break the space-time continuum, so be worrying for them next season. Duxbury's ball in. Souza cleared away to Nicholson. It's still only 2-0. If they were to get a goal back, things could change. And I always worry when teams get the ball in this position, because they could often whip those balls. This position here, it's not good. Oh, that's the one I was afraid of. Nicholson, mark up, you guys. Oh, and he's at the bar. Oh, wow. Ben Hinchcliffe has made up for the mistakes he's made this season, because he has made a few. Blythe have got one back. The comeback is on. Robbie Dale. I'm a little bit concerned at how good Darlington are starting to look at the moment. We're still on positive. 2 goals to the good. Oh, God. Oh, God. Don't let him pull it back across. Brilliant. Oh, and Hinchcliffe saved it again. Ben Hinchcliffe, a man of the match. Get to half-time at 2-0, and I will be very, very pleased. Again, somebody closed down Thompson. He's finding those passes to the back post time and time again. Collins' ball. Nicholson over the bar. We are living dangerously. Okay, 2-0 at half-time. Duxbury and Bell's goals, but it's been all Darlington. It really has. I'm actually tempted to put Niall Bell as a deep line as an advanced forward in the second half, just to encourage players to maybe put some balls over the top. And if Darlington are going to push for it, which they kind of have to, we're going to try and exploit some space in behind. Get Bell sitting on the defender's shoulder a little bit more in the second half. Just trying to exploit the set pieces, really, I think. That's our best bet. I'm going to keep demanding more from the guys, though, just to try and perk them into life. We've not seen a lot from us so far. Souza. Payne. Oh, that's dreadful from Jack Payne. We've got to be better here. There's men all over the place. And it's wide again. I feel like this has got Darren Stevenson back post cross written all over it. Might have to go very early cross here. Finds Bell. Oh, Stevenson! Here it is. I told you. Back post cross for Darren Stevenson. It's 3-0 to Stockport County. Darlington have been very unlucky against us, I think, in both games. 8-1 on aggregate is not fair. But a great ball in from Enrico Souza. But the main issue here was the defending. Once this ball comes in, they have to clear that. I don't know what Byrne is doing, but Stevenson's in there. He's got his 28th goal in all competitions. If he reaches 30, I'll be ecstatic. 3-0, game over. We are going to get Kebby off for Bridges, though, because I'm showboating now. And Warburton on for Souza to freshen up the... Actually, I'm going to bring him on for Gutteridge in the midfield. Hinchcliffe is man of the match for me. I know he won't get it because FM, but he really does deserve it. Oh, and Adam Dugdale, the former Stockport man, gets one back for Darlington, who have been the better side in this match and are being royally mugged off here. But I am a little concerned now that could start the fight back. Not good defending from a corner. Dugdale's put that in. And, oh dear, Madison's long ball. I mean, like I said, I'd even take a draw, but from 3-0 up, I would be annoyed. Stevenson to the back post for Enrico Souza. Can he pull it across for Niall Bell? What a block. Bell could get this. He hasn't, but he could have. Oh, straight over the top on Ayula's through. And the goalkeeper. I'm sorry, Ben. I've given you so much praise during this game. I have, mate. But you're standing there and the ball's rolling towards you, son. Yeah, not great. Darlington have finally sort of found a bit of form. It's a great ball over the top for Ayula. But when the ball's here, like, the goalkeeper could be coming out, really, couldn't he? He's not done a great job on that one, old Hinchy. It is 3-2. I'm a little bit worried now. I think we just got to stick to our system. Bell. Oh, it's in the bell. That's so unfortunate. My God, Darlington, good Lord. Did someone break a mirror in the dressing room before this match? That is insane. It's 4-2. We've scored some very fortunate goals today. Headed in, I think, from Niall Bell, and the defenders have just had an absolute mare there. 4-2, and we are going to win the match now. Sorry, my face cam briefly died. Hopefully you didn't miss anything important, like the goal. There we go. Final whistle. Stockport 4, Darlington 2. I'll hold my hands up, and I know when we were the better side in a game, and that weren't it. We were very fortunate to win that game. A draw would have probably been a fair result, but Darlington had some chances. We were fortunate with the Niall Bell goal, Sire's goal, even with Darren Stevenson. It was just bad defending, but we've got the win, and I think that puts the first step, really, for us being in the National League next year. We're 10 points clear at the top now, 5 wins in a row. And that is the next episode. The next episode is going to be Blythe Spartans at home and Chorley away. A double live com. We've got Hereford off camera as well. I do want to do at least one game off camera, otherwise there'll just be nothing to show you with the episode other than just live comms. Unless I could do like 3 live comms all in one video. Do Hereford, Blythe, and then Chorley. But then I'd end up doing like the next 5 games all on camera. It's an idea. We might consider doing a triple live com of Hereford, Blythe and Chorley in the next episode, just so you guys get a bit of a taste of some of these league fixtures. I think, yeah, maybe that's a good idea. So that's what we're going to do. If you have enjoyed this episode, and the fact that we've won every single game in this episode, which is Well, we kind of go in fits and starts. We did that in January as well, then struggled a bit in February, and then brought it back in March, which is nice. So if you have enjoyed it, drop a like on the video. That would be smashing. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. Can't promise you the same intensity level in me today because I'll probably had less coffee on those times, but please do subscribe. That would be fantastic as well. And I'll join you guys in the next episode for maybe the triple live com of dreams. I'll need a triple espresso to get through it, but I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you guys soon. Do you think we're going to go up from this point? Like, how many points do you reckon we're going to finish on? Let me know in the comments, and I'll join you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.